Thanks for joining us on a Thursday morning. Once again, we love having your company and we love bringing this to you. Hurry up, a couple of winners on Saturday. Boss was happy.
Start of the season, new season, it's always good to get off to a good start.
Look at that murder of crows from the clouds.
Very good. It was very satisfying win, to say the least, for some good owners, and I don't think it'll be the last one, Len.
And he's your man, first Australian win, but looks like he's got a little bit of ability.
Looks like he's the real deal. Good for a middle distance horse to be winning over 1500 at that level. He quite simply was breathtaking.
I'm Imposing was good, as was KPT. Protest, third against second there.
Yeah, and rightly so. KPT was relegated, but KPT should have run a lot closer. There's no doubt of that. No doubt about that. He just had no luck. A few other good runs on the day too. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but there were some really good runs. As there was yesterday, Double Happy, close second. Battaglia Clay, close second.
Harrier Jet, good win.
Harrier Jet, good win. Dynamic Rock, outstanding debut run.
No, they were.
Might have been one other one too. Had a few seconds.
Well, Loophole was a good run. He was just back and the leader just got an easy time with it.
He'll be winning races soon.
Randwick this Saturday.
How's our microphone going? I asked you to get a microphone 10 days ago.
They don't sell them at office. Good guys, Bing Lee.
What about one of our biggest owners, Harvey Norman?
He doesn't open. It's only open from 12 till 2 during the day. I can't get there. I don't get lunch breaks.
Right.
Geez, that was a bad call, eh? You reckon I'm half a chance of getting a free TV for Christmas? Anyway.
Good value, Harvey Norman. I do all my shopping there.
It's all right when you're flying.
Righto, hurry up.
Race 1, Saigon T, Georgie Aeroplane.
Saigon T, I reckon she'll go close to winning on Saturday. Only a 5-horse field. Did she get 2400 last start? I think she did. And she'll certainly benefit from the run. And 5-horse field, we know she's not a great beginner. I'm sure she'll be finishing off very strongly. George coming up from Melbourne. He had a long layoff. First 2 runs were fair. Last 2 runs very good. A win in a second. Last start on the Sandown track. See where the Melbourne form lines up.
Race 2, You'll Never. Field of 8. He's drawn 7. Gets him with the claim.
Yeah, not the best of draws, but if you put him in a field of 14, you'd say it's a good draw.
Yeah.
Serge Lisney rides, gets his weight down to 56.5, and as I pointed out to you yesterday, Liam, it's only 2.5 kilos above the minimum weight.
You didn't point that out.
So he's well weighted. He'll like the big Randwick track. Sure, the 1300 is a bit short of his best, but he's racing consistently well.
Race 3, 2 runners. You got some bullets Saturday?
Well, we've got a good day Saturday. We've got no standouts, but gee, we've got some nice horses racing, and in this race in particular.
The Alfonso Specific Choice. Impressive last start winner. The Alfonso is just model of consistency.
Both horses coming back from 2,000 metres, had a gap between runs, freshened up pretty well for the race. Blinkers go on the Alfonso just to help sharpen him up a little, and drawn well, as has Pacific Choice, who bounced back to winning form and grand style last start. Dropping back to the mile again, but I'm pretty happy with the way he's working, the way he's going, and it leads into a 2,000 metre race in 2 weeks' time, just if we happen to come up a bit short. But I think now that he's back in big or good form, he'll be hard to beat again. What do you think?
I like the race. I think either of the two can win it, but I'm probably leaning towards the Alfonso with the blinkers on over a mile.
Hardest to beat?
In that race?
Cocktail time?
Really?
That's what my man's got. I don't know if he's got much idea.
Oh, it's won its last 2. No way. Wallabies Cup, the 1800. 3 runners, my best bet of the day in this race. Pentometer, Run Harder Sun, and Plenty Special.
Pentometer's working his way back into fitness. 1800 will suit better than the 1500 first up. Awkward gate. He gets back, I suppose. Again, Serge Lisney claims 3 kilos, getting his weight down to 57.5, gives him a chance. Run Harder Sun, gee, he bounced into winning form last start. Didn't beat much, but it was a good win all the same. Won with a bit of authority. He's had a nice trial just to keep ticking over for this race. Distance is perfect. Blake Shin rides him very well and he's got a great barrier, so a lot of ticks next to his name. And Plenty Special drops back from, well, only 1900, but I think we've worked out that he doesn't stay.
Oh, we haven't yet.
We haven't yet, but we're trying him over shorter distances. He'll appreciate getting to the big Randwick track. It's up in class, but need to find out if he's any good.
Lovely.
Which one's your best?
Oh, Run Harder Sun.
Really? Gee. Okay.
First up run was good.
You'll
Second
get
up
good odds
run
with
was
it.
very good. No, you won't. Third up run was outstanding. Back to the trials. It's just got a bit of a CWR special about it, hasn't it?
Well, see if we can make a name for yourself, Liam.
It's a get on, punters. Rosebud 1200, new addition to the stable. Hero I Am.
Yeah, he's a new addition to the stable.
Must be an echo out here.
Would have been nice to run him in a midweek, but there's no suitable races, so we're forced to run here. But it's a handicap, which I guess brings him into the race to some degree. But normally the New Zealand horses will take a run or two to adapt to our racing style and the quality of our racing. So I'll just be a little bit wary about him, but I think he's a nice horse in time.
The Missile Stakes 1200, weight for age Group 2 event. See some stars resume here for their spring preparations. 3 runners for the stable, Bowban, Hawkesbury and Weary. Start off with Bowban.
Come back really well. He's spelled well, very well.
I spell well too. Doesn't mean I'm any faster.
True. So will he take a run or two to come up? That's my concern. I think all of our instructions to our jockeys in this race will be the same. Let them jump and settle where they want to be. Don't put them under too much pressure too early. And let them quicken up when they're ready, rather than taking them out of their comfort zone 600 or 800 metres from home. Especially those, well, probably Hawkesbury in particular, middle distance or staying horse. It's hard for them 1200, but it's going to give us a good foundation for all of the horses whom we hold in high regard and should have good preps down the track. Bowban will target mile races, weight for age mile races with him. Weary, he's in between a handicapper and a weight for age horse. Epsom handicap looks his target. Hawkesbury, weight for age horse because of his rating. Won the Chelmsford last year. He's come back a bit stronger this year. We'll try and keep him to the mile 2,000 metre race as well, because they won the Queensland Derby. I don't really think he's a genuine stayer, so probably target a race like the Turnbull for him early October.
Sounds good. Are you giving any of them a winning chance?
Look, you can't take away class, and the same goes with quite a few horses in the race. The obvious sprinter in the race, to my eyes, is Rebel Dane and Sweet Idea. If they're primed up, how can a middle distance horse beat them when they're not primed up? So it's very hard to steer away from the fact that we're racing against some pretty good sprinters.
Some good sprinters.
There might be a few splinters. So, look, I'd be happy with midfield finishes with all of mine because I know they'll take a lot of benefit. But if there's a chink in their armour, or if those horses, Rebel Dane, Sweet Idea, haven't come up, these boys won't shirk their task. They'll be there to keep them honest.
Has anyone seen a longer answer to a short question in your life? I said, do you give any of them a winning chance?
Some people actually listen to what I say there.
These ones are specialist sprinters, and these ones are middle distance horses.
You'll learn, Leo. One day you'll get under a bit of criticism. I know what it's like. You read the paper, and it breaks your heart some days. You've got to try and give everybody what you think. And if they don't like what you think, you've done the best you can.
1200 metre benchmark 85, the last race. 1 runner.
How will we be going at this time of the day? Be good or
Hopefully
bad?
I'm going a bit better this time of the day this week than I was last week, because it was Chaminda Vast everywhere. Hugh Bowman goes aboard. Wow. Jeez, he's come back a new man.
He has.
He's
There's nothing wrong with it when he went. He was right
he
with the winners.
he just like flopping out of the gates, that was all.
Did not. He's a world-class rider. He proves that in Hong Kong. And his display on his horses yesterday at Canterbury, which are important to us. Midweeks at Canterbury, Warwick Farm, they're bread and butter. They're just as important to Group 1 races for owners. It's important that they ride well consistently, and I think that's what made Darren Beadman so good. Didn't matter if it was a Group 1 or that first start in a career at Canterbury. He gave it his all, put them in a good spot, gave them a chance, came back and gave good feedback. That's a world-class rider.
You just mentioned Darren Beadman. He was a jockey that couldn't put his horses in a position first 200 metres of a race. For those who want to watch replays, have a look at Britalia Kate yesterday at Canterbury and watch H. Bowman from the wide draw put it into a position. 5th or 6th, one off with cover. It was magic.
Just about won, didn't she? Would have been it. Never mind. Leave
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Also double happy, got him out of the barriers, bounced him out, put him up on the pace. Didn't quite win, but taught the horse something. And the other one was Harrier Jet. We expected him to be back 4th or 5th in the field of 5. Led the race because expected leader, I think, missed the start, and we had a good draw.
And he's not a noted front-running rider, but you look at his ride on Harrier Jet, it was just extremely well rated.
The way he gets horses to settle, I think he's one of the best front-running riders.
Oh, you've said that. You've said that.
Jesus, Huey's got a rap this morning.
Huey's back.